Hi, I'm Suzie from Nail Career Education, and I've had a lot of YouTube friends ask me the difference between acrylic and gel. So today we're going to discuss that. So the first thing you might notice between acrylic and gel is the packaging. Gel specifically wants to have absolutely no UV rays hitting the product. So you'll often find them in these opaque bottles. Also, here's your little pots of gel, and they're always in an opaque bottle as well. Same with your gel top coats, always. You never ever get to see them. You have to undo them every time you want to see the color. Whereas acrylic, always the liquid comes in a tinted bottle, or it comes in an opaque bottle. UV rays do not want to get to the product. This also has UV inhibitors in it as well. It has a bit of a blue tinge, and it makes it so the sun doesn't yellow it when you're using the product. So another big difference is the brushes. Brushes for acrylic are usually a natural haired brush, whereas gel is synthetic. Another difference is the odor. Acrylic has a stronger odor, whereas gel is masked and you don't smell it as much. So it's great for a spa. Another huge difference is how they cure. Acrylic only cures when you combine the liquid with the powder. And that's this stuff. That's the powder. And I'll demonstrate that. Where gel only cures when you place it under a lamp. This is your UV lamp or an LED lamp. So that's essentially one of the hugest difference between the two. This stuff cures as you're working with it, where this stuff just cures when you place it under the light. So I just wanted to show you the difference in the consistency of how each product looks and feels when you're working with it. You can use this with an eyedropper, or you can just do a few little drops in there. You can smell the odor right away. It can be a little overwhelming if you have a lot of girls working in a salon together, so getting a ventilation system would help reduce the odor. And here's my gel. Make sure when you're working with gel, you don't have any skylight above you or a nice big window with lots of light, which is lovely, but gel doesn't like it. It'll harden as you're working with it, and that can be really a disaster when you're trying to get stuff done. So with my gel, I want to use the synthetic brush, my gel brush, and with the acrylic, these two, I want to use my acrylic brush. So when you're using it, I'll use it on a form. And this is how you use the acrylic. It's a two-part system, whereas gel is just one part. You get your monomer on your brush, and then you go into your acrylic, and you pick up a ball of it, and then you place it on the person's nail, and then you can start shaping. This is where the skill comes in. This is where the learning can be so frustrating because it's curing up on you. You've got about 30 to 60 seconds before it starts to get to the point where it ain't gonna move anymore. And I say the difference in the time because it'll make a difference in where you live, in your heat, humidity, all those kind of things, or cold. Okay, so you just need to shape it up and do whatever you want to it. And it can stay in quite the lump if you like, or you can flatten it down, but whatever you've got, it's gonna cure up pretty quick. Once it's on there and it's together, once you combine the two together, it's done. There's nothing you can do about it different, and I'll show you the difference. So gel is very different in that when you pick it up, it's kind of stringy, like syrup. Very different. It's kind of self-leveling, so it'll come up to itself. Then when you apply it, it's very different in its movement. You kind of swirl it on like icing a cake, or you can do it in circles. One advantage the gel does have is you can play with it a little until you get what you're looking for. You can mix colors in there, you can sprinkle some sprinkles in there, all that kind of stuff to make a different color. So when you've got your application on the finger, then you want to put it into your light, your LED or the UV lamp to cure it, okay? If you're in a salon getting your gel nails done, and when the product is applied and you put it under a lamp and it gets a bit warm, all you have to do when you put your hand in there and it gets a bit warm, just wiggle it like this when you're inside there, or just pull it out and just kind of let it cool a little bit, and then you can put it back in and you should be good. That's how they work though. One cures immediately right away when you start working with it, and this one takes all the time in the world. One thing I like in my studio on a daily basis is I love the acrylic nail with the gel overlay. That's one thing about acrylic. You really can't get it to shine like you can when you apply the gel. So you can buff it to a shine, but it takes a lot of work. So I prefer to make an acrylic nail and get this product, which is any top coat that a gel company will provide, and it's the top soft coat. And you put it on, cure it, and it shines up whatever you're working on. You'll catch that in a few of my videos. I do that quite often. So if you're a client and you're trying to decide which one's better, acrylic or gel, it really is a matter of what the nail technician is really skilled at. And if you're a nail tech and you're trying to decide which one should I do, acrylic or gel, try them both. They're both great products. And that way you'll be able to decide which one you're really good at. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I got a lot of new videos coming. We'll see you soon.